Sometimes I think about religion. I'm an atheist. It feels really weird to say that. And not just because I'm going to get judged. I'm going to get judged, but we're all going to get judged whether we believe in this, that, or the next thing. That's fine. Feel free to judge me. It's that I sound so certain I'm an atheist. I absolutely do not believe, but I really like the way Ricky Gervais has said it. I've heard him say something like, I believe in one less God than you. And he had it in his, I think it's in his bits. It's definitely on, what's that show that he made? Afterlife. It's so good, by the way. And he was having this conversation. A woman in his office was like, "Hey, how could you not believe in God at all?" And he said, "Which God?" And she was confused. He started naming all these different gods from different religions, and she said, "No, the normal one," or something like that. And he said, "Well, it sounds like I just believe in one less God than you." And he said it better. And I just like his thoughts on atheism in general. And the thing is I just haven't been sold on any of the gods that I've heard of. It's actually unbelievable. Yes, pun, if there's a pun there. Because I was raised in the Jewish God. I went to Yeshiva. I learned a lot about Judaism. I practiced it. I did the traditions. I did it in school, out of school, and it really just helped me become an atheist. And I'm really not shitting on Judaism. I see this as all religions, Catholicism, any kind of Christianity, uh, Muslim, Islam, whatever. I don't buy it. The books just don't seem like the word of God, and God doesn't seem like it just seems like a bunch of fables, and maybe some of them are good and maybe others need to be updated. I just can't take it as reality and this is what I believe in. And even if I can interpret it like everybody can and we're supposed to question it, it's not really questioned enough for me. And when I ask questions, I'm not really coming up with something that I can believe in. So that's religions. And then there are other groups that I've been involved in that call it a higher power. They say, okay, don't use the word God, use higher power, use HP. And the idea is that it's not you. There's something bigger than you. There's something higher than you. And I get that, like, I probably shouldn't have only my thoughts rolling around in my head and I'm agreeing with myself and I'm just not learning and I'm not growing. And I think that, that could become egotistical. But the higher power concept, especially since they also call it God, I can't separate that from religion. But even when I do, and I try to, in separating it, I could think of, okay, there is something higher than me, but I don't know if I'm, if I agree that I can give up to that. Like sort of, they say, let things go, let go and let God. I get that as a concept. Let go is such a good idea. You can't control the outcomes. You can control the next right action. All of these steps to get to that are very good. Let God, then you could start thinking about God as the universe, as gravity, as just the way things work. You let go and the outcomes are just going to be what they are. But a higher power is very, very difficult. That God concept is very difficult. And maybe the way I see God, because I still say, oh my God, when I'm excited, when I'm nervous. And I think that when I call up God without even thinking about it, when I say things like, oh my God, or oh God, help us all, or whatever, I am really talking to this part of myself that I need to conjure up right now to get this thing done, to get me out of this bad head. Like, let me be brave enough. Let me catch the person that actually lives inside of me and be brave enough to use that version of myself and to keep waking up every day and to sharpen that person, to get that person that's inside of me that does the better thing, the thing that's more motivating, the thing that's more artistic, the thing that aligns with me more, to work that side of me out. And that's when I go, oh God, help me. I may be looking for, I hope the discipline that I did is strong enough for me to conjure up the brave and strong thing to do here, the gentle thing if I need it, the thing that I need most. I hope that my practices bring us to that. So that could be religion, because there's such good parts of religion. Getting together 1 day a week, 2 days a week, whenever, every day for some religions, for some cultures, for some believers. There's some Jews who go to synagogue once a week, some not at all, some just on holidays, some every day. But the idea of getting together, of singing together, how much fun is it to sing together? How many people go out there and do karaoke just to be in a room full of singing together? There's something so special about that. Religion has really good ideas sometimes. Confession might be self-reflection followed by mantra, and then you start over. There's something in all of these practices. The problem is we do need sometimes to update the practice and the thought behind it. We need to update our rituals and traditions, because traditionally, I'm not allowed to say this much stuff, have this many opinions in some traditions. We might have to update that. I might have to be a woman who's able to speak my mind. And that's just one of the smaller things. It might be different who leads now in a family, and what we can say to each other, and how we get along, and in the way that we can get along. I think the idea of community is really good. I think we have to be careful of the rules and the laws. And it is very hard to make safe spaces for everybody. You do have to endure some things, but to find maybe several communities, one that you sing with, one that you get serious with, a book club, a running club, a game night for adults. These are things that bring us that to me, it feels like a higher power. It feels like a strength in when you're in the room with people who allow you to do, even if it's just what they allow you to sing out loud, even if you sing bad, allow you to speak your mind, even though you're working out a thought and you might sound ridiculous for the moment, allow you to showcase your art, allow you to do the math that you wanted to do, to debate the way that you wanted to do. And they don't have to be, that same room doesn't have to be everything. There's not just one community. I feel like we can go to karaoke with these people, meet on Sundays for book club with these people, maybe get together and put some of those people together for a dinner. But community is important. And I think that part of me doing this every day is to pick up some community. This will be one place where I can hear other people's thoughts, and people are listening to me, and we get to meet each other via thoughts first on the internet, which IRL is the internet half the time, or most of my day is connecting with people through this screen. So that could be a part of it as well. I think diversifying our communities, being able to not just be only in this religious community, or only in this kind of book club, or only with this thought. We can instead go to the movies with a person who likes to talk through it, and then a person who sits silently. It's the choices that we get to have. And part of that is privilege, to have these choices, and to have the choice with even who to be with and who to call family, and to decide where to go, and to have the access to go to those places. But I'm getting into other things. The point is welcome community. I think that's the point. That's where I'm going with this thought. Thank you for listening. I hope you press buttons in front of you, and I hope that we do get to commune. Thanks. Bye.